Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today BSG released the results of the in-game survey on the hardcore web, and we're gonna talk about this and why the results might or might be not biased. So recently we've conducted an in-game survey on the hardcore web with over 200,000 players participating. The survey's main goal was to collect additional feedback to help balance the game and determine the future direction of escape from Tarkov. Alright, so we're gonna go through the results. I'm gonna share my opinion, ask you some questions, and explain why I think the results are biased. So, here we go. Recently, we've conducted an in-game survey on the hardcore web with over 200,000 people participating. We've analyzed the feedback and prepared some key insights for you. Below is the percentage distribution of the responses to several specific survey questions. Thank you for participating in our surveys and helping us make Escape from Tarkov better. By the way, I don't think BSG have done anything wrong. The fact that the results are biased is not their fault. And I will explain this later. So, question number 2. Where's question number 1? Huh? How are we starting with question number 2, bro? Where is question number 1? Hello? Alright, we're already getting scammed, dude. We're not even into the presentation yet, we're already getting scammed. Alright. How would you rate the concept of the hardcore wipe? 39% of people said they like it overall, but it has some nuances. 29% of people said they don't like it. 17% people said they love it. And 15% said they haven't fully formed an opinion yet. Question number 3. Which hardcore wipe changes do you like the most? Reduced hideout ammo crafts, location availability restrictions, reduced experience for killing enemies and dying, reduced rare loot on locations, reduced item selling price and increased purchasing price, increased hideout requirements. Which hardcore wipe changes do you like the most? Shouldn't those slides be reverted, chat? Like, shouldn't this slide be here, because this one is like 4.5, 4, 3.5, 3, and this starts with 17. I don't know, maybe I should refresh the page, like maybe it's broken or something. No, their presentation is messed up. They didn't put the slides in the correct order. Alright, so the actual most liked change is hideout doesn't need found and raid items, then 100% boss spawn chance, increased XP for surviving raids. Basically, the most liked hardcore features are the ones that are not hardcore. Hideout doesn't need found and raid, higher boss spawn chance, increased XP for surviving raids, disabled flee, increased AI difficulty, secure container restrictions, limited trade item range, and so on and so forth. How do you like the gradual content unlock? Locations, tasks, traders. I like it overall, but it has nuances. 32%, I don't like it. 25%, I love it. 23%, haven't formed an opinion yet. 18%. Do you think playing with flea market disabled is more interesting? Yes, no, cannot answer. Alright, 50% of people think it's more interesting without flea. How do you like the gradual decrease of boss spawn rate? I think this question is formed very weirdly. Because, like, how do you like the gradual decrease of the boss spawn rate? Neutral, I hate it. It created an even bigger player disbalance. The question doesn't make sense. You can say, I don't like the gradual decrease of the boss spawn rate because I like high spawn rate. Or you can say, I don't like the gradual decrease of the boss spawn rate because I like low spawn rate for the bosses. Like, you can say, I don't like this, and you can have different reasons and different answers for that. So, the question is kind of formed weirdly. But, okay. I hate it, it's created even bigger player disbalance. I don't like it, the economy has already been damaged significantly. Like, what does this even mean? I have no idea. I love it, I like it, now it's easier to complete raid objectives. And that's pretty much it. So, Twitch category says CS, not Tarkov. Alright, let me change it real quick. So, I actually think that the votes are kind of biased a little bit, and let me explain why. First of all, I made a post on Twitter about this. So, if you go to my profile, you can see this post. So, I'm glad that the results are out. I'll just read it out. I'm glad to say the results, but they're 100% biased and in reality are different. Let me explain why. Votes for the survey came only from the people that are still actively playing the game, which means all players that tried this wipe and quit within the first 3 to 15 days didn't vote. So those people opinions didn't count because most likely they quit the game, they uninstalled it, they're playing something else, playing Battlefield, I don't know, touching grass. Also, if you did quit in the beginning of this wipe before BSG released the survey, let me know down in the comments below if you did log back into the game just to do the survey or you didn't, because there is so many people on my Twitter profile saying, well, people that quit the swipe, they definitely logged back in to participate in the survey to leave their response to make sure it counts. I say people don't waste their time on this. Like, if you don't play the game, you don't really care about like some small events, some small changes, some surveys or whatever. So if you did quit the wipe before the survey was released, let me know if you did download the game once again to do the survey and then quit once again, or you didn't. Let me know down in the comments below. So yeah, I'm saying that the results would simply vary because of the bias, and if people that didn't vote, people that quit the wipe, if they did vote in the survey, the results would vary drastically. And as Nikita said, this wipe was a huge success within the first few days. Like he said, that the player count is way higher than the previous wipe. But like, how comes only 200,000 people voted in the survey within 3 weeks of the survey being live? Nikita also said that like during the biggest wipes, concurrent player base on the first day of the wipe hits 400k plus players. So in other words, if we did have this many players or a little bit less in the beginning of the wipe, how comes within 3 weeks of the survey being live, only 200,000 people voted? It means that the player base dropped at least by a factor of 5. So we went from, I mean, it's true. So Nikita did say that on one of the Sundays at the highest peak time, the concurrent player base was around 45,000 players. And it was probably like 8 times, 7 times that in the beginning of the wipe. So yeah, player base dropped drastically. And to conclude it all, I would say this wipe was received very poorly by the player base if we account for the bias of the survey. So that's what I think. A lot of people disagree with me in the comments. Landmark says it's quite funny that the most liked features of this wipe are arguably the less hardcore ones, like the hideout doesn't need found and raid items, or high boss spawn chance, or increased experience, all of that stuff, which is quite funny. So yeah, also Train, thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, I'm recording a YouTube, but it's all good, it's all good. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. So yeah. The results are out. In my opinion, they are the wipe has been received very poorly, even though the data is a bit skewed, and I already explained why. I think this wipe was received very poorly. I hope BSG do account for the bias of the server, for the skewness of it, and for the fact that all the people left the wipe and they are not voting for, like, they left the wipe for obvious reasons. And hopefully the release wipe is way less hardcore, way less tedious, is arguably a better word to explain this wipe. And I think for now it concludes it all. We also received some news. I don't think BSG posted this on any of the English social media, but on Russian, or maybe they did like on Tarkov account. But basically they posted that on the 20th of August there will be some sort of they will be replacing some sort of the servers, upgrading the infrastructure or whatever. I'll probably make a separate YouTube video about this on what it can mean, but basically Tarkov will be going down for like 6 hours or so, possibly. But yeah, I like to keep my videos short. We've already been talking for like 8+ minutes, so don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, sub to the channel if you still haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.